All right, so here we go. The meat of simultaneous equations. We're going to solve by substitution. The other method is elimination, so that'll be another video. Okay, so there's two techniques. We're going to look at some substitution. I'm going to have to say and be a bit biased here that this is my preferred method, but hey, you might be into the elimination and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so simultaneous equations, we know that that's when we have two lines mathematically where they intersect each other, and we could graph them. There's nothing wrong with doing that. However, that can be a bit tedious. Not all of you like using the Cartesian planes, so there is a way to do it algebraically. It just means it's more abstract in the idea and the concept. Here we go. Let's solve equations or simultaneous equations algebraically. Throw my pen around. First thing we're going to do is label our equation. So it's saying solve simultaneous equations. This is 1, this is 2, using substitution method. I'm going to call them equation 1, y equals 2x minus 1. Equation 2 is 3x plus 4y equals 29. So now I've labeled my equations. I'm going to have to, if I need to, I will have to transpose them to make one variable the subject. So in this case here, I don't really need to do that. Y is by itself. So if I have a look here, y is a subject. It is the lone ranger on this one here. Whereas in this equation, both your variables are on one side. So this is the one that you would be using. The reason why it's called substitution is because you're going to take one of your equations and put it into the other one, or substitute it in. Now, if this is y, and we know that these 2 points, like this point on your Cartesian plane is the point of intersection where these two lines meet, this y has to equal this y. That is why we substitute. So let's do that. Let's label what we're doing though. So I don't need to create a third equation, but I do need to use my substitution to find the variable. And by substituting y into here, I'm essentially looking for x. So I'm going to work up here, if that's okay. So we're going to go sub equation 1 right there into equation 2. So 3x plus 4y equals 29. Where that y is, I'm going to put this in here. So this is why, again, it's really important to use your brackets. So 3x plus 4 bracket, and put everything in, not just the 2x. 2x minus 1 equals 29. Now we solve this like an algebraic equation. I'm going to use my handy dandy pink pen to expand these brackets. So Oprah Winfrey this. Everyone gets a multiplied by 4 in those brackets. So that gives us 3x plus 8x. Positive 4, negative 1 becomes a negative 4 equals 29. Collect some like terms. So remember, takeaway order. You've got 3 apples. I've got 8 apples, or 8 extra special apples, and you've got 3 extra special apples. Altogether we have 11 extra special apples. The 4 does not have any apples with it. You cannot add it. And then we use some good old start bridge. So the 11x is a multiplication, moving start away from the x. So we take this, move over here, plus 4. What we're left with is 11x equals 29 plus 4, 29, 33. Oh, isn't that amazing? Don't you love it when things like that look at really nicely? This is going to be divided by 11 because it's been multiplied over here. Divide by 11, and that gives us x divided by is 3. So I now know that x is 3. Now that I have one variable, I can find the y. So substitute So that's what it means by one variable. So in this case, we use substitution to find one variable, that was x. Now we're substituting the x value to find the y. It doesn't matter which way you do these first. Find the equation that is the easiest to substitute and then work from there. So substitute x equals 3 into, now I'm going to use, you can use any equation to find this, because remember, we're solving, it's that point of intersection where those two lines meet. So it doesn't matter which one you substitute x into. So in this case, I'm going to use my standard form. It's just a lot quicker and faster. So into equation 1. So y equals 2x minus 1. Y equals 2 minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. Y equals 5. Now I'm going to verify by substituting 3, 5 into any equation. Into equation, let's use 1 again. Actually, let's use 2, just so you don't think I'm being biased here. So 3x plus 4y equals 29. So 3 bracket, that's my x value, plus 4 bracket 5 equals 29. This is, believe it or not, 9. 4 times 5 is 20. Ooh, 29. Left hand side equals right hand side. Yay. Beautiful. We know that this then is the solution for these two equations. So that is your answer of where these two lines intersect. So what you're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm just going to move that out of the way for you. So here it is. Got 5 questions there for you. Solve simultaneous equations. These ones have actually been quite nice. You've only got, you don't have to do any transposing, so that's good for you. All right. Do you like more questions? You can go here. All right. Thanks, guys. All the best. Stay awesome.